From the unfriendliest city on earth, this is the Shreveport Report for June 22nd, 2016. Shreveport always has been, is, and may always be the unfriendliest city on earth. Yesterday, I attended the Concerned Citizens Coalition Precinct 38 Incorporated meeting, Neighborhood Association monthly meeting, if you want to call it, at the local library. There were actually 16 people attending. I was surprised. Maybe something is improving. Councilman Everson spoke to us about an improvement to the local community center. However, several people at the meeting mentioned many different things, one of which, number one, is the lack of maintenance on the lawns around the neighborhood. Now you can see here, going down Corbett, you can see that on both sides of the street, the people living here are not cleaning the street in front of their house, nor are they clipping the grass. So the water stands. That, and of course, the pavement has subsided and the mains are leaking. There's a pothole too. I mentioned to the councilman that the new street sweeper that we have should be accumulating data. Cell phone tracking software, real easy. All he has to do is point and shoot. And the tracking software will take a picture and record visually what he observes. Now you see on this intersection, the water is standing in the street. The main is leaking under the street, and there are huge cracks in the concrete. This is Linwood and Corbett. Let's examine some screenshots from the previous video. This is the area in front of the organ donor gang's clubhouse. On the left is a significant amount of litter. The grass is 2 feet tall, and there are numerous peel-out marks in front of the clubhouse where the boys have marked their territory with their oversized vehicles. This is Corbett, just east of the north end of Kent Avenue. Notice the grass on both sides of the street is blocking the flow of water, never mind the litter on the right. Moving east on Corbett, notice this house on the corner. They haven't cleaned the grass off the street in years. The curb is completely hidden by the grass, almost a foot. Never mind the sidewalk. This is the apron at Bienville. Every apron cross street on Corbett between Mansfield Road and Linwood is disintegrating. The main leaking underneath these two aprons has caused the ground to subside. The asphalt is perpetually wet. That's Caddo Heights School in the distance, with a nasty pothole in the middle of the intersection. The street has subsided in front of the school. The asphalt is disintegrating. Linwood and Corbett, the main is leaking under the street. The concrete is coming apart. That wet spot on the left is perpetual. Those cracks are 4 inches wide. Hollywood, facing west at Linwood, that's a 6-inch gap in the pavement, a hazard for a motorcycle. Just a few feet farther, westbound on Hollywood, Here's another 6-inch gap in the pavement. Westbound on Hollywood, again, the main is coming out of the ground, actually bubbling in this person's driveway. What driveway there is there that's completely overgrown, property standards needs to look at this. The main crosses under the street. This is Union and Hollywood facing west. Notice the puddle on the left in the intersection. That's another perpetual leak. This is just beyond the library, another 6-inch gap in the pavement. Going north on Kent at the south end from Hollywood, notice the perpetual trash and yard waste on both sides of the street. What may not be apparent in this image, that depression on the right side is a foot deep. The ground has subsided under the pavement. This trash has been here for weeks. It's a Tuesday afternoon. Friday is pickup day. What's going on here? No one seems to care. Again, abandoned trash that never gets picked up. Here we go, crossing Linwood on Hollywood. Notice on the right, the street is constantly wet because the graham cracker crust main under the pavement, one of the largest mains in town, is leaking constantly under the pavement. There are dozens of repairs in the pavement, which you can see, the patches. In a moment, you'll see the main leaking right there. Thousands of gallons an hour going into the sewer. The main is also leaking on the left. See the wet spot on the left. And the grass is not trimmed on Hollywood. Next to the church, across from the library, the grass is growing into the street. Turning onto Kent Avenue, piles of perpetual trash on both sides of the street, peel marks. Now right here, there is a body in one of these houses. It's been stinking for years, maybe under one of the houses. Moving to Hollywood and Mansfield Road, at the coalition meeting was mentioned the need for a satellite police station, suburban presence. This is an abandoned bank, an ideal place for a police station. The councilman mentioned that it doesn't belong to the city. Well, the city and the parish has bought many different properties around the neighborhood to put fire stations and maintenance garages. This strip mall is not completely abandoned. There's a Little Caesars. What a great place for a police station. I've drawn over a Google Earth image. The red circle in the center is the bank. The yellow circle is the 1-minute response time from that red circle. The yellow circle encompasses 3 very busy neighborhoods, if you know what I mean by busy. Here I am entering Kent Avenue from Hollywood, and of course, no report would be complete without the needless revving of engines from the motorcycle queens. Then there's the endless parade of blaring stereos, booming subwoofers, 50 and 60 mile an hour speeders, cars that wouldn't pass inspection, go-karts, and roaring pipes. This car can be heard 1,000 feet away. Notice the time, it's not even 9 o'clock in the morning. This is my unfriendly neighbor living at the south end of the street. He's souping up his car and he can't resist letting everyone know it. And of course, this car would not pass inspection. Hint, hint. The left rear tail light is burned out and the left front wheel is jacked up for some reason. Notice he's slumping in his seat, so he has to look through the steering wheel. And I don't see a seatbelt either. Even though these children on this go-kart aren't going very fast, the cars on the street are. At least it's not making that annoying buzzing sound. I can hear this guy a mile away. Yes, a mile away. This guy is a menace to public health. Notice the children and the pedestrians moved off the street before he came by. Another annoying booming stereo heard a mile away. Never mind the illegal pipes. This is the SUV I complain about, terrorizing the neighborhood over and over again. Why can't we rein this guy in? From the unfriendliest city on earth, this is the Shreveport Report for June 22nd, 2016. Shreveport always has been, is, and may always be the unfriendliest city on earth.